we spoke about so much and in-depth subjects, and so I'm going to end with a little game that I've been doing. It's a eczema edition of Would You Rather or Never Have I Ever. So it's a yes or no, or however you want to answer, no explanation. Okay.
Okay.
So I didn't give you these questions ahead of time, but I'll start off smooth. All right. And it's just with the never have I ever. So never have I ever wore long sleeves in the summer to cover up your skin and pretend you're not hot.
I have to say yes or no.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I have
Yeah.
one. Yes.
Yes. Never never have I ever slept with socks on my hands at night to keep from socks on my hands at night to keep from sleeping, to help sleep. I messed that question up, but
No, I haven't.
you never had slept with socks on your hand? Oh, round of applause.
I did gloves, but not socks.
Oh, okay. I need to put and or there. Never have I ever walked out the house in camouflage, a whole hoodie, shades, a cap, whatever, to hide your face eczema or whatever eczema, just to run an errand or go to a doctor's appointment.
Yeah, I'm guilty of that.
Yes. Never have I ever cried on the floor in hopelessness over your eczema.
I have done that.
Yes. Never have I ever been grateful for your eczema life lessons.
I'm very grateful.
Yes. So there goes that round. So now we're going to move on to Would You Rather. Okay. No explanation again.
Okay.
So I have two scenarios.
Okay.
So would you rather seek holistic healing or traditional Western medication?
Holistic.
Okay. Would you rather have eczema or asthma?
Whew. That's a tough one. Eczema.
All right. Would you rather heal?
No, you. Oh, I was just going to say I haven't had asthma, so I don't know what to compare it to, but I feel like eczema may be an easier thing to deal with. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. I've had both, so I've thought about that question in my life, and I'll explain. But would you rather heal naturally going through the process to learn all you've learned through trial and error, or instant healing of eczema with no pain, but also no gain of the insight that you had?
Whoa. That's a tough one, Rael. I would have to say the first one though, to learn the lessons, because it's changed me so much as a person. I don't know what else could have pushed me into the corner to learn those lessons.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's my answer too. Yeah. Would you rather have doctor's appointments for eczema virtually or in person?
It depends on what it's for. I know this is no explanation, but I think in person.
Okay. Would you rather have eczema scars forever, no healing, but without any of the side effects like itching and everything, or have eczema side effects like itching, but without the scarring and any change of your appearance?
It depends on the level of itch and how much. I would love clear skin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. So don't see you did it. You passed. It's all good. So that's awesome. Now I like to end with some giggles if we can. So
Yes.
that's good. Yeah.
We could talk for hours.
Right, but oh, thank you so much for taking the time out to come on this, and it's always wonderful seeing your face, having conversation, and when this COVID is over, I will see you in person.
Yes, that sounds amazing. Thanks so much, Rael. Great
You're
seeing you.
welcome. Bye bye. So with asthma though, I'll tell you, because I used to go back and forth with this all the time, like as a kid and just whatever. And I really think, and I would say, well, yeah, eczema. I'd rather have eczema than asthma because you can't die from eczema necessarily.
Mhm.
But I think through life and what I went through, and the impact that eczema has had on like my self consciousness and being like aware of like social anxiety and everything that it comes with eczema, I personally say asthma. And that's,
Really?
yeah, and that's, I think that's pretty different. But with the thing with asthma is, I mean, with the pump or like, so whatever with your chest, with your breathing, and there's always a go-to. They know how to make you better. Like
Mhm.
I've been able to survive, although I've had some extreme cases with asthma.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, it is controllable without like having no idea like what's next, you know? So for that, I personally choose asthma after all these years of the things that I've gone through, just weighing it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So then are you able to keep it managed without having to do any sort of treatment? Do you feel like you can identify your triggers and you
With
know,
asthma,
yeah, and just kind of
yeah,
manage?
I don't have it anymore. And I don't have
Okay.
it really, I grew out of it, as they say. Like I haven't had to use a pump since high school, I feel like. I
Oh, wow,
haven't,
that's
yeah,
good.
yeah, it's amazing. But that's been a blessing, and I hope that it
Mhm.
doesn't come back. For the longest, though, for like maybe 10 years, I used to still carry my pump with me everywhere I went. Even though, but then I finally just stopped refilling it and everything. And I just think it's truly too, I'm like half holistic healing with like a lot of my things. So that might
Yeah.
have helped. And it always, I never had eczema and asthma extreme at the same time. So
Mhm.
I feel like my eczema just took over. And that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it really is hard to have a skin or a skin condition where you can't hide it. And I
Hmm.
think a lot of people, if they have an illness, they can go through their life, and as long as you can, muscle your way through it, no one will ever know. You can't
Exactly.
hide it with eczema, and it's hard. I think especially because there's so much pressure on women in particular on the
Yeah.
way that we look.
Yeah.
So that's an extra thing we have to work through.
Right, exactly. It's just adds so many aspects that you're not even aware of. It is just once you become aware, it's like, oh, eczema's a little more of a burden than other things. Like you didn't even realize it. So yes, Kelly.
Yeah, I think there's also aspect too, if I can throw that in there, that it's not just on your skin, but it seems like when your body's having an inflammatory reaction, you have that internal stuff going on too. Like if you have an allergy to something, you feel tired, you get a
Yeah,
headache, you just feel overall unwell, like you just don't want to participate in things. And so I
that's
think that's also important to remember with eczema, that it's more than just I'm itchy right now, you know.
yeah, exactly. It weighs your entire spirit down.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
very, yeah. But it's
Mhm.
been amazing. I forgot to even close out with you. I just went into more conversation.
Yeah, we could talk